Yeah, matter of fact, that's going to run into the new year. So folk who haven't seen the cyber bullying, and also we had one of our military persons on.
Yes.
That was very close to us because both of us are military persons. I was a second lieutenant, and you outrank me now, right?
Yeah, well, you know, yeah, because I'm a captain. That's because of being a physician and with my professional degree. Right. When we come in, we're not enlisted. We start off as officers. Not that if you're an enlisted, you can work your way up the ranks and go through the what we call basic NCO school, and then you can go into basic officer school and become an officer.
Exactly.
But since I went through all my education, I was able to skip all that and you start off as an officer.
All right. So no boot camp, right?
No boot camp.
All right,
my boot camp was all my education. You're talking 16 years of. Actually, it's more than that, but just if you start from medical school and continue straight through, it was 16 years of education.
That is a lot of boot camp.
So that's boot camp.
Yeah, and believe me, dealing with people with illnesses and people, not everybody's a nice patient, am I correct?
Right.
There's some real situations there. But you know, I have to commend you in the area of HIV/AIDS. And the work that you've done right here in the Bronx. And we don't have to name the facilities, but we can talk about the work that you've done to really help people to overcome this situation. And it's more than just giving them a medication, and that's what impressed me. Share with the people.
Well, I've been practicing in the Bronx since 1995, where I started, 96, excuse me, when I started my residency at St. Barnabas. So I've, you know, plus I have family members from the Bronx. So the Bronx, there's a big section of my heart that says the Bronx, and it's very important that I had to make a difference to give back because the Bronx has given so much to me. And because the Bronx is the leader in the nation and one of the top in the world that has a positive HIV, a population that's positive with HIV or inflicted with HIV, that I felt that there was a need to become further educated in HIV so I can help better educate the community and serve the community.
You know, many of the things that we're doing, we're not just before the camera. We've done a number of workshops, and those workshops have dealt with obesity. Those workshops have dealt with diabetes, which is a real problem here in the Bronx. And Dr. O'Brien, he has been really the lecturer at these. He's brought on individuals to give free screening. So, folk, we're beyond the camera. This is an everyday situation, and every month, right here at Church Alive, we're giving that kind of information. We give Medicaid information and Medicare information, and we see that the people, especially the seniors that are here, they get the proper screening, and the whole community. We are just finishing up something wonderful, and that is the hunger situation in the Bronx and the New York Yankees.
Right.
And we just start to, folk, coordinating the New York Yankee food drive. And also I'm going to tell you about the toys. Dr. Brian's going to tell you about the toys that we have taken to Bronx Lebanon Hospital to deal with the cancer ward for children. He's going to tell you about that. But we just finished giving out food all across the Bronx. Thanks to the Yankee fans. I'm going to commend all the fans of New York Yankees for bringing the food to the Yankee Stadium, and from the Yankee Stadium we took it to Kingsbridge Armory, and from the Armory we distributed 20 different churches across the Bronx. We gave out 300, each one giving out over 300 bags of food, and that food came from the fans of the New York Yankees, and yours truly, Dr. Burkett, has been coordinating that for the last 5 years. So, folk, we're beyond the camera. We're doing it right there. We're called boots on the ground.
Boots on the ground.
Okay,
absolutely.
Now, it's yours turn.
Okay, yeah. Well, you focused on me. You know, this is really, even though it's the Dr. Tommy O show, it's really Church Alive and the Bishop's show as well. It's the same viewers. It's the same dream. It's the same goal of reaching the community and making a difference. So I like to focus on the Bishop now. Bishop already, you already addressed what, you know, with the community outreaches and what I do, but what the Bishop does is he's able to coordinate these. He brings in other professionals, other churches to be involved to help make a difference and educate. As you stated, that we have a specialist that deal with Medicare and help educate the community, the seniors, what they need to know when they sign up for Medicare, because we have what's called gap insurance, so they have to understand that they're eligible for gap insurance, and the gap insurance is to fill the gap between having coverage and lack of coverage, and that's what gap insurance is about. But even beyond that, and like the bishop said, he coined the phrase beyond the camera, so remember that, beyond the camera. I like to point out something that is on the bishop's lapel. Now, the bishop, we address the nuclear family, and we define what the nuclear family is. We define what the extended family is, and we speak about the global family. The nuclear family is your parents, your mother, your father, and your children. The extended family would be your aunts, your uncles, your grandparents, and your cousins. The global family, the local global family would be the community you serve. And then we can go into the extended global family, which we'll talk about the United States. But here, we're going to go super global, where the bishop did something very special. So I'm going to, let me just, you're going to take it from there. And when I say something special, it's very special. Not many individuals in the community are asked to give presentations. So Bishop,
well,
tell them what you're
everybody's looking at this, and this symbol here represents the HIV/AIDS on a national level and now on a global level. And I was asked by the Nigerian consulate to come down to the Nigerian consulate UN assembly and speak on HIV/AIDS and the church. And it's important that if there's religious leaders out there, or pastor, whatnot, it's important that you bring this issue of AIDS, which is rampant through people of color, and it's really a pandemic, and to talk about it. And not only that, make the members go in and get screening for HIV/AIDS, and this is something that they can do. And this is what I was asked to come and challenge the religious community to be awakened and to be aware and to be active in this area of HIV/AIDS. And I was privileged to be able to speak there downtown, and it was something that I will always remember, and that's why I wear this, because this is a special symbol here, the National Black Leadership on AIDS, and invited me to do that.
Right.
Okay?
Like I said, that's something special.
Now, you just got through doing something at Bronx Lebanon Hospital.
Well, we're getting ready to, well, actually, both of us, we were blessed where we decided that we need to reach out. 2 years ago, we reached out to Bronx AIDS Foundation, and that's not AIDS as in HIV, it's just AIDS as needing help, where this is a society where a business that helps foster children and places children within families. And we reached out to them for Three Kings Day, because this was after Christmas, and we offered children gifts. And we were able to give more than 100 children 3 gifts. I also dedicated and donated a whole library of children's book for them. So this year we decided to look for something new, a different venue, and the bishop reached out, and you were able to make contact with Bronx Lebanon. Right,
Bronx Lebanon Hospital right here in the Bronx has a children's cancer ward. And so Dr. Tomio donated toys and children's clothing that we gave out to the children. Now, these are many children who are just forgotten, and people don't even know that they exist anymore because they have cancer. But we didn't forget, and God didn't forget. And so we gave out toys and different things to them, thanks to the cooperation of the 44th Precinct and the Bronx, the Clergy Coalition of the 44th Precinct, putting this all together. And we brought smiles and some tears to the children, but we certainly brought joy to them this Christmas. And also, we collected toys for the children whose parents are in prison. And that's a program that we call Angel Tree Program. It's just many children are waking up Christmas morning, and they don't have not only a Christmas present, but they don't have any toys either. And so we have stepped up, and we have collected toys, and those toys are given to the children in proxy of their parents who are serving time. So you can see, once again, a lot of work is beyond the camera.
Absolutely. It's you have to be proactive. You have to look